Greetings. Yeah, it's going to be real shocking. However, that does make a lot of sense. When you've got readers that have an OnlyFans or whatever, and I mean that would be a good way of controlling the narrative on the collective with a failure to unalive an Earth Angel conspiracy. That would make sense because I mean, absolutely, there was the whole New Mexico debacle. But I mean, you would have to go and talk to Dr. Hot Tuss, Spit on New Mexico. You'd have to go talk to him about all that. That's what it is. And I mean, who could ask for anything more? Ending up in a psych ward with someone like that guy. It's just what it is. The whole time you're talking to him, he's buying a car. It's just what it is. Make a wish. No, it's what it is. I mean, people are going to hate on the spiritual protection, and it's only because they don't have any. Only because they don't have any. That's got to be a super elephant in the room. And I mean, to just add insult to injury, the Earth Angel flying away with the ancestors. This is what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything. Did we ever find that Earth Angel yet? It's just what it is. Do we? Because I mean, there's a lot of views. There's a lot of views within there, and that's a very specific birth chart. It's a very, very specific birth chart that these readers are talking about, and it would be the sun. It would be the sun bringing light onto the situation. I agree with that. They're hating on the star energy, and that's fine. That's fine. And we're not responsible for how people feel or what they like. They can like this. Is what it is. I'm in America. It's a free country. It's a free country. However, yes, what they put out will be going back on them. There's nothing we can do about that. There's nothing we can do about that. The energy that was harvested gives me lots of energy to call back, activate, and then balance out my chakras. Simple enough. It's a Jeffrey Allen duality technique. Nothing to it. After a little bit of practice, you get kind of good at it. But that's the thing is, what they're probably in chaos, anxiety, depression, things that is because they know how much they put out. And I mean, come on, let's face it. There's a lot of people that can't believe I'm still alive. Oh, I'm still alive. It's sweet. I'm not a very good Pearl Jam singer, but it's just what it is. Nobody can beat Eddie Vedder. He's not here anymore. It's just what it is. Didn't Eddie Vedder? No, he's still here. Who knows? I don't care. I don't care who makes it and who doesn't. It's not my job. My job is to take you through the death experience, not worry about whether or not you remove your karma or not. It's what it is. I mean, souls reincarnate. This is just what they do. That's what it is. You got to keep in mind. It doesn't matter what religious text you read and or philosophical. Every time a messenger comes, they try to aim, miss. They try to aim and miss. The messenger is just what is Messiah, prophet, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. Anyway, let's do a starseed read, shall we? It's just what it is. Has anyone found that Earth Angel? Because it's just what it is. I mean, if what comes around goes around with the divine, that's my concern. Is if I'm not actively, because not taking action is still taking action. If I'm not actively trying to find those Earth Angels that they couldn't sacrifice and then just leaving them for dead, at some point in time, the divine is just going to cause a catastrophe, and then there I'll be. It's just what it is. The divine will be paying me back for the actions that I didn't take. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. However, you're right. No, there's no way they can get out of this. And I can't do anything about that. I mean, if they can't believe the Earth Angel got out of it, well, then I want to find that Earth Angel. Number one, I want to know how they got out of it. That's what it is. I want to know who was involved. Certainly want to know. And it's not that I'm nosy. It's just I want to know who to avoid. I want to know what groups to avoid. Yeah, which she said, what in the Hollywood? It is. It's what in the Hollywood Truman Show karmic debacle conspiracy is going on here. And I think in the great wise words of Borat, was Borat, wasn't it? Throw the demons down the well. Throw the demons down the well. Do. It is. My light triggers their demons. And I can't do anything. I can't do anything about my light triggering their demons. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about tall, skinny guys chasing short, fat guys. butt naked. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. They can do whatever they want to do. It's what it is. Not a concern of mine. It's not a concern of mine. She said, angel or alien. They can't figure out why they can't get enough of you. I thought, well, I can't get enough of Batman. It was a franchise for quite some time. However, Jack Nicholson was the best Joker. Jack Nicholson was the best Joker. It's just what it is. And I would assume that the rituals that they did around that movie when it was a blockbuster hit is probably why all of these beauty spells are backfiring on people. They're losing their hair. Every time I see a cameras catching a reptilian shapeshift, that's the first thing I think about is when the Joker came out and told him he poisoned all of the the cosmetics. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. And I hear they worked with the power of threes. Don't they know that you rely on the higher self, and if two shall see, so shall it be? And then the higher self ordains it with the power of three. That's what it is. They probably don't know any of that stuff. It's where your faith comes in. You have to have just a mustard seed of faith and confide in someone else. And I mean, when it's a tarot reader and you agree with them because it matches, they're mirroring the moment. When they mirror the moment of what you can fucking obviously see around you, it's just what it is. It's, who remembers? Was it Captain Obvious? Tell me your favorite Captain Obvious. So I can't remember any of them because I don't care. It's just what it is. I don't care to remember. That packs so much information into shit. Generally, you have to throw it in my spider web, and it's like, oh, now I know a whole bunch about that. God, Goddess, all that is, angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time, for myself as well as those that your readings for. Namaste. And, that's interesting to hear you say that people are going to end up in institutions and mental wards. Just keep in mind, you'll end up with a Dr. Hot that has all over New Mexico that has absolutely nothing to do with the planetary shifts or your soul tribe. Thank you, Spirit. It's just what it is. These people being in a mental prison, that's just their consciousness eating them alive. It's their consciousness eating them alive. Thank you, Spirit. And I mean, that's the thing. When I keep hearing you ladies say, Pisces, the Earth Angel is the evidence. Well, cool. I want to find the evidence. Where is this Earth Angel? Because if the Earth Angel is the evidence, like you say, and I didn't even think about that. I just thought, hey, she needed the money. But no, if they've got like an OnlyFans and they're a part of this human trafficking gig, that would absolutely make sense as to why tarot readers are all wrapped up. They're all wrapped up in because they thought they were going to get some kind of blessings off this situation. Just what it is. I think healing's a blessing. Isn't healing nice? It's so nice. It's just what it is. Now, a lot of people aren't going to be doing that. They're going to be doing the opposite of that. They're going to be doing the opposite of healing, whatever that may be. And when I hear you say that they traveled around country to country conjuring up, it's what it is. It's called demon and angel conjuration. For a reason. I can't conjure the angels if they can't conjure demons. I don't care. I'm not worried about any of that. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. Cards in the upright? Yeah, cool, because I did it right the first time. So, focus on the situation. Starseeds. Is it an angel or an alien? That's a good question. See those cords? Now think about the Matrix at the very beginning of the first Matrix when they start popping those cords off of them and, oh shit, it's just what it is. They're hiding the truth and confusing your minds within Hollywood magic. And it's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I don't care. I'm not concerned. It's either one of two things. They're trying to control the narrative or the higher self has set them up. Now, I would say... Fucking sage is rough, man. Blah, 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 blah. I would say that the higher self is setting them up like it's a divine setup because that's kind of how fate works when you have a tailor-made situation. And the way that you would be able to explain that is the same higher self that I work with in a QHHT session or a quantum healing hypnosis technique session, that same higher self, the Dolores Cannon method, that same higher self that we tap you into is the same higher self that a tarot reader would connect to, because that higher self knows everything about everyone. It knows weight, distance, texture, measurement, the symbolism on the card, and the artist that drew that shit before it was ever done, before time. You're talking about the creator from before any of this shit. So if it knows all of that and we're able to tap into that, we're able to channel that information, then it gives the viewer at home, the watchers, it gives the watchers on the other side, the fallen ones, the ones that aren't ascending, they would be the fallen angels, because you're all God's children. So as these fallen angel watchers on the other side of the screen are watching the creators creating the content, then that same scenario would apply to every artist. Is the magnum opus, and it's what, to every creator consciousness that has ever been. So when you're focusing on that symbolism, it's the same higher self you tap into in a quantum healing hypnosis technique. That's the same creator that makes the movies, whether or not they consciously knew what they were setting us up, because that's what Dolores Cannon talks about. And several others. As starseeds, our lives play out like movies. You just have to know your role. You have to have a role. You are the director, the writer, the producer, the casting director. That's what it is. The lead actor and the stuntman of your very own reality show. Now, who you allow on your depends. Who are you going to cast into your flick? That's what it is. So now when you have a bunch of bean flickers out there, or counters, I used to go to a minority high school where we called them things that high school kids shouldn't call, but we called them the special ed cookies, because it was the special ed class, and they made these really cool cookies, confirmation. So every day at lunch we would go and we would get these cookies, 1202, and I would see that what do they keep these kids doing when they're not making cookies for 50 cents each, when they're not making these giant, scrumptious morsel goody cookies, when they're not making these for 50 cents each throughout the day? What do they have them do? They were counting beans. So where some of us called them special ed cookies, other guys would say, we're going down to the bean counting class. And it's just what it is. I don't know about bean counters, but you would see them and they're just kind of flicking the bean. And when I think about that, it makes me wonder just how fucking special ed are these readers with OnlyFans trying to control the narrative on YouTube for a bunch of human traffickers. That's what it is. They're not golden treasures. It's just what it is. That's why they'll be losing their minds. They'll be running into situations and karmic towers that they were not prepared for. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Anyway, what do we need to be aware of? What is supporting the starseeds in the upright? Yes, these people just don't love themselves. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do about people that aren't golden treasures having no love for themselves in this situation. Simple enough. At least we can focus on the starseeds being in the upright. And I mean, it's just what it is. When you're grounded and connected to everything, it's just what it is. There's not much you can do about that. And there's your threes and your zeros, your mind, body, and soul with the God force guidance. Anyway, right? And people being haunted, it's what it is. Most people don't believe things unless they see it on the 6 o'clock news. Okay, great. Fox, all of those channels, not only are they talking currently about our president going to hell, but they're also talking about and manifesting with angel numbers. That shit was in USA Today a long time ago, and angel numbers have been used to pass messages amongst the intuitives in the know since WW2, because it's the power of the written word. What is written is done. So, and it's what it is. I mean, mistakes are made. You only grow from making mistakes. However, it's the highest good of all frequency, and generally that comes with natural disasters. So it is for the highest good of all of Earth. It has nothing to do with Earthlings. false gods upside down. These people playing God in others' lives are now reaping the rewards of great karmic consequences. It's just what it is. Now, when I hear that the light triggers their demons, the first thing that we have to come to an understanding of is number one, there are demons. So if the light triggers their demons, well, then that's a trigger demon. And I mean, Psalms 23.5, God prepares a table or blessings. Table represents blessings. So if, all of God's children are a blessing and he's preparing a table for all of his children to eat, as he prepares the table or the blessings before the enemies, as he anoints my crown and my cup overflows. Matter of fact, let me get a little shot there. Anyway, it's just water. Don't fucking freak out. So, if the cup overrunneth and the crown is anointed, and it's basically an Archangel halo activation or an Ascended Master's crown. So, if that triggers their demons, well, okay, we all know what to do there, don't we? Look to the right. Look to the right. And no, look to the left. Look to the left. You ready? Are you? Are they watching? Are they triggered? Are they triggered? Cool. You know what to do, right? Ah, demon! Now see, if you see something, fucking say something. That person needs an exorcism. So in that book right there. It's true. It's true. Am I going to do it? No. God prepared a table before me so that they could eat, so that those demons, those trigger demons, could eat them alive. That's what it is. They have to clear their energy. They have to heal that negative energy that is eating them alive. I can't do anything about that. Keep it moving. What do we need to explore? Yeah, black magic will be going back on them. Those entities and shit that they conjured. They can't get out of it. I mean, it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. I can't sit here and tell you that the weird shit that was going on with Pocahontas, whether or not the inner light awakening of an INFJ just kind of draws those paranormal things to us like a moth to the flame. I don't care. I know that the police can't figure out that body cam footage. It happened in August at the same time that I was wrapped up in the same. Go watch that shit. I went through the same thing in this house. Okay, cool. So all that energy's gone. Cool. When a reader tells you that dark energy has been sent back to these people, go look at fucking INFJ Pocahontas getting arrested in Ohio, and you'll know what they'll be going through. That's why readers are telling you, don't drink alcohol. It will affect the reptilian brain. 3 ways that jinn enters the human vessel. Due to jinn magic. It's called jinn magic for a fucking reason. It's called conjuration of the jinn for a reason. Now, there's a huge difference between angels, demons, and the jinn. You're talking about genies. You're talking about they're not supposed to be in our world. You're talking about the holiest of holy ghosts. Or they're called the Egyptian devil's jinn for a reason. the devil's genies. Anyway, these people aren't golden treasures from the past. What is supporting that? Yeah, their fucking vision was upside down. They didn't have a third eye activation and then started playing with shit that requires your third eye to have intuition. Imagine that. Why are they so upset with Pisces? Your third eye is on fire. Have you not seen my 4D hallucination? It's called magic eye art for a reason. I've had my fucking third eye open since I was like 17. What is the problem with that? It attracts dark entities and problems. They know you can see them. When the spiritual eye is open, spirits know you can see them. So what do? You shield yourself. It's called fucking spiritual protection for a reason. Right? The whole point of grounding, shielding, and flashing, which is a Reiki technique that that I teach as soon as fucking narcissists get off my nutsack. It's very simple. You ground yourself, you build your shield, you pull the energy up until you can feel yourself vibrating, and you flash that shit, and all the negative energy around you just kind of disintegrates. However, the sun doesn't have to do all I gotta do is maintain my glow, my light that triggers their demons. It's just what it is. Walk through a room and disintegrate negative energy to the point that people running through Walmart all fucking nagged out on their phone. Oh God, this is I'm in Walmart and texting at the same time, not paying any attention. They'll walk past me and clear the fucking applesauce off the shelf. It's great. People can't keep their applesauce on the shelf around me. It's pretty funny. I'll never forget that shit. Right? You've got clients that talk about coming in and feeling the energy around me. That's after shielding. I drop my shield. Ah! That's what it is. This is a Christy Marie Sheldon technique. How to connect to spirit. Simple enough. Meditation. These people don't meditate. They have no idea about these meditation practices because they don't fucking meditate. Ah! Do you know how many different meditation practices there are out there? No, because you don't meditate. If you meditated, you would find out that there's it's limited by your imagination. There are so many different meditation activations to go within and get results. It's called a practice for a reason. When I ask people, do you meditate? And they say, I try. Cool. Then that means you tried and you failed. You have to practice. It's a practice, a meditation practice. It's not a meditation fucking try. It's a meditation practice. What does it do? Unlocks all kinds of abilities. It does all kinds of shit. So what are these meditations that activate your abilities? You have to do them, right? A guided meditation, and then the 4 types of meditation. I agree with that to a point. And the only reason I agree with it to a point is because if the be still and know I am God, yes, that is the best meditation for that person. A guy is fucking, he's got to get started out, right? Telling you that that's the best meditation and then sending you right to it. No, that's for the best. You're starting out with guided meditations, music, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just do it. It doesn't matter what practice. You pick the one that's right for you. Anytime someone tells you, this is how it's done, that's how it's done for them. What works for one person doesn't work for another. Quit listening to that shit. Listen to yourself. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Yes, your higher self. You have to have a connection with it. If your soul's journey is guided by your soul, soul, my soul. Cool. Then your journey's over. Your journey's just over. It is. Fucking soul vessel. That's what it is. Right? You got to keep in mind. That's why I like tarot so much. My psychometries. INFJ have no fucking clue how we know. We just know. Simple enough. So you go with it. Confirmation. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Spirit. That's what it is. 12:14. That's what it is. Why do you think I focus on angel energy so high in the higher vibrations? Because these lower vibrational karmic readers are getting jinn whispers. It's called a jinn whisper for a fucking reason. They're dipped in the chaos and the drama. All tarot is for positive healing purposes. Simple enough. Whether all you have to do is help one person. When I'm listening to a reader and hearing how these people, and she'll say it, these people are divination abusers that are trying to plot, plan, and scheme watching tarot readers, and then she will call out a sign that's the liar, 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 liar. Yeah, the person can't even fucking read. Worried they're trying to embarrass the healer because they didn't learn how to read. They tried to plan a robbery. I got front door Bonnie, back door Clyde. That's your candid camera video. Cool. You put that shit on Facebook. Oh, it gets the whole community up in arms. Oh, no, we don't like that. No. We don't like that. We're fucking as criminal minded as it comes. Yeah, no willpower. That's what it is. You got to think all these people are addicts. Go figure. What they put out goes back on them. They try to affect my sobriety. It affects theirs tenfold. We told them that. You're not responsible for the work. The work that people, the divine is judging them instantly. It's called instant karma for a reason. That's what it is. So what do you have? People who are 10-10 completely transformed. They're right exactly where the light flashed them like a camera. It took a picture of their soul. So they either grow out of that picture or they remain the same. They either fucking break out. God made a mold. They either break the fucking mold that God flashed them in, same as 1111. Right? Your 1111 numbers, that takes a snapshot. Thinking something positive, positive shit will manifest. Thinking something negative, you'll end up stepping in dog shit and ruining your shoes. It's simple enough. And he tells you that. It's the sun signs, they tell you that on 1111. You know what? I tested it. It's correct. How does it work? The climbing the ladder, programming the subconscious mind. If you go to sleep at night, just like I told somebody in the comments, fucking every night as you're going to sleep, every moment is 100% better than the last, right? What is the subconscious ladder training technique? As you're going to sleep, envision yourself climbing a ladder. Feel the rung, every rung, climbing that ladder. Climb the ladder. Climb the ladder. Climb the ladder. Feel your feet. You're climbing the ladder. Climbing the ladder, and then you fall asleep, right? You do that shit a couple times over and over again. It doesn't matter where you go in the Matrix. It's the absolute Truman Show. Someone will want you, and you keep telling yourself, I'm not going to climb a ladder. And you keep testing God, I'm not going to climb a ladder. You've climbed a ladder, programming the subconscious mind, and then you constantly tell yourself, I'll never climb a ladder. I'm not going to climb a ladder. Somewhere throughout your day, someone will say, hey man, can you climb that ladder for me and get something off that top shelf? It happens your entire reality. They've tested it. It's what it is. They've talked about that technique before, said if someone truly believes, they can put you in a room that's padded. And if you truly believe, it's fucking autobiography of a yogi. That's what they believe shit, lockets and stuff pop up in their hands, Uri Geller, all that shit. That's what it is. Anyway, Namaste. And have we found the Earth Angel yet? Have we found the Earth Angel that they couldn't sacrifice? Because every time I hear a reader say that, we're going to have a where is the Earth Angel that they couldn't sacrifice reading. Simple enough. Namaste.